the 586th day of the Sex Offender Administration. A Manhattan federal judge, Jed Rakoff, on Thursday signed off on a $72.5 million settlement between Bank of America and about 60 victims of Jeffrey Epstein over the banking giant's involvement in the convicted sex offender's crimes. It may be too late to get Epstein, but Rakoff is not letting the bank off. He's opening accountability and depositing some justice. Tropical Storm Dolly developed far out in the Atlantic Ocean on Thursday. If the tropical storm becomes a hurricane, then Dolly would most likely be a benevolent hurricane delivering books and aid. We'll keep you abreast. The Food and Drug Administration approved Revolution Medicine's promising pancreatic cancer drug called Resonic after a clinical trial showed life expectancy nearly doubled for patients with the disease that had spread to other parts of the body. Resonic can't do anything about the cancer spreading from the White House. U.S. District Judge Indira Tilwani on Thursday released a 14-day temporary restraining order against new requirements for states under the U.S. Postal Service's plan for carrying out Trump's directives to restrict mail-in voting for the midterm election. Judge Tilwani is once again having to stop Trump from restricting, redistricting, and redistributing. It's day job review all over again. General Mills Incorporated has removed artificial colors from its entire U.S. cereal portfolio, and it will phase out artificial colors from all K-12 school foods by the end of summer of 2026, and work to do so from its full U.S. retail product portfolio by the end of 2027. General Mills was the second leading user of artificial color after Donald Trump. This has been the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for Friday, August 28, 2026, the 586th day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Minddog TV. Viva the Revolution!
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
We got a cup of coffee in here, please.
Damn good coffee and hot.
Yeah.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Nah. What was going on back there? Man.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
I never know what's behind me.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I suck. You ever notice that I suck? Good morning, folks. It's Friday. You don't care. Yeah, you know those people who were saying comedy is finally legal again. The people, I'm talking about Republicans. Comedy is finally legal again. They're all canceled because blah, blah, blah. Now they've been flipping out over Jelly Roll calling the fat turd in Commander-in-Chief, or the fat turd in Commander-in-Chief, whatever he said. Call him a fat pig. And clearly that's a joke coming from Jelly Roll. But now today they found something new to be outraged about. Al Michaels. Yes, Al Michaels. Who the fuck knew Al Michaels is still alive? Al Michaels is still alive? Really? He mocked Trump during a Thursday night, I guess that's last night, broadcast of Thursday Night Football, whatever Anyway, he said something about lake name changes. We're by Lake Erie. Is it still called Lake Erie or something like that? Got them all, how dare he make fun of the president. These fucking people. These fucking. Do you see what I'm saying about these fucking people? You see what I'm saying about these fucking people. Anyway, yeah, I got to paint today. I got to paint the lighthouse. I don't know. Every day it's paint. And I'm out of ideas. Like, this is what I need. I hate to say this. I need to go on a trip far away. Far away. I need to get some inspiration. And when I say go on a trip, I don't mean actually leave my house. Although, these gummies, they're a little hallucinogenic. That's a whole other story. It's 1,000 milligram chip choppers. But I need a DMT, a 15-minute blast off. Whoosh, come back, and now I know what to paint. You ever go to that? No, me neither. I was just making it up. Anyway, I didn't load up the new commercial because I'm a fucking slacker. That's why. So instead of playing the new commercial, I'll just play the hot chick who looks like she needs to fart.
Attention, comedians, musicians, authors, and podcasters. Coffee with the Dog is now booking for the upcoming season. Get free publicity and hone your interview skills in a fun, safe, and supportive setting. Coffee with the Dog is a live stream podcast based in New York that airs daily, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern in syndication on Live 365 and iHeartRadio, as well as video streaming platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and many other platforms. Guests usually come on remotely via StreamYard. It's like Zoom, but easier. The morning show focuses mainly on comedians and musicians, but we have authors and filmmakers, military vets, and many others on as well. And we have interviewed many top names and classic celebrities. For bookings, go to minddogtv.com/booking.
Oh, yeah. minddogtv.com/booking. Ladies and gentlemen, in the room with me now is the first guy who's going to come to my demotivation talks, who is looking to be personally one-on-one demotivated by me, Ron King. Good morning, Ron.
Morning. How you doing?
Too motivated. Also in the room with me now is a man who's been, he was my beta tester for, because he tested a lot of the beta guys out, but it's a whole other story. But he's guiding me through my whole plot to become the nation's #1 demotivational coach, GD Fenderson. Good morning, GD.
I don't feel motivated to say good morning.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
No. Good morning, America. minddogtv.com/merch. The place to go to finally get that stuff that you want to get for Matt's birthday, because it's one day this year. So get something, make them happy, and send them a candle, a lit
make
candle.
Someone happy.
Mail him a lit candle. Make him blow it out with his last good lung.
Make him Brett. I can't even think it. Why can't I think of Brett's last name? Anyway, Brett said
Brett
he was
Favre?
Nah, a different Brett. Doesn't matter. Said he was jerking off to a corpse. I feel a little bit honored and flattered by that, but I'm not a corpse just yet.
Hey, at least it's not fucking a kid.
There you go. Yeah,
I mean, you got to take the good with the bad, I guess.
yeah. So am I correct or incorrect? I'm probably incorrect, right? We could just say I'm incorrect and just skip the formalities here. Did you have a motivational speaker on the program yesterday while I was absent?
Yes. Driphausen, Mr. Driphausen showed up. Steve Ortiz showed up. And
did you talk about his motivational the motivation for him becoming a motivational did you talk about the motivation?
Matt, when you talk like that, I really have trouble keeping track, because I hate the sound of your voice like that. I tuned you out immediately. You sound like somebody that was like a child in danger, and I don't care. No,
child in danger. A child in danger. What kind of danger?
Got me in the trunk again. I don't know. He's gonna beat me again.
That doesn't sound like in danger. In danger would be more like, help!
Eric, do something. you're the dumb one. Do something. Dad's beating me again. Call
Lassie,
Ivanka. Whatever.
Lassie, what? Timmy's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like in danger. Anyway, did he talk about it? Did he talk about his motivation for the motivation?
I don't know. I had to keep leaving. I had a issue here that I had to take care of. We were trying to finish off the bathroom yesterday,
Uh-oh.
and I ordered the wrong size vanity. It was too big. I got the width right, and I was so happy to find the right color that I forgot to measure the depth, and it was like 4 inches too deep. And the countertop was custom made, so I can't just get another countertop to fit. So I had to basically I wound up cutting. I took the vanity half apart, the back half off, and refinished it so that it was now 18 inches deep instead of 24 inches deep.
Boy, so it sucks to be you. What are the
Well,
consequences?
not now. Now I look like a genius.
Oh.
Because now I'm finishing up the bathroom, and it's going to save us $850. So.
Oh, so you have $850 to blow on what? What do you on coke, crack, weed? What do you blow the $850 on?
Going back into my wife's pocket and into the bank account, into the joint. We have a joint savings account that I don't have access to. No, we have a joint savings account that I'm not allowed to use.
Wow.
Just put money into it. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Got any fat jokes about Trump? Because it seems to be the way to get attention these days, to make a joke.
No, I wrote an artificial color joke for Trump and apparently that's not trending. Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows he's fat, so who cares?
Yeah. So I probably won't do. That's why I went artificial color, because it was relevant. General Mills took, they're taking all of the artificial colors out of their cereals.
Wow. Jelly Roll, though, isn't Jelly Roll still fat?
No, he's lost a lot of weight because he's
lost a lot of weight, but he's still fat. Like,
well, the memes of him are.
He was a big guy.
Yeah,
I mean, how much? He was 400 pounds, maybe even higher than that.
Yeah. So people who don't know, and I don't blame me for not knowing, because I didn't know, if Jelly Roll filled in for Jimmy Kimmel as the host of Jimmy Kimmel Live, it's an odd choice to fill in. I don't know. I guess he asked for it.
I think they're looking for people who are willing to trash Trump while he was gone, and this is like their shot to do it, because they had Rosie O'Donnell on there, and she trashed him. And actually, that's all I know, because I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel.
I don't watch any TV, as you know. I only find out about it on the internet. But so you put him in a suit and tie. Go figure. Jelly Roll all cleaned up except for the face tattoos.
They'll wash off if he would just take a bath.
Oh, all right. So that's it. That's the show for you. Thanks for tuning in. This is nothing. I'm not paying attention to anything. I don't know if you noticed about me, but I don't pay attention.
I haven't really been either. I mean, I just kind of browse, but I mean, most of it's the same bullshit. Iran still going on. Then there will be some other bullshit story.
No, Ron. Trump posted a picture that said it's mission accomplished.
Yeah.
He's saying from 2001 to 2025, it was not accomplished. It's now accomplished in 2026. It wasn't even accomplished the first time that Trump obliterated their nuclear program and wiped out their navy and killed the firstborn of every Iranian.
Yeah, so that lost war is still going on. Then, then the bullshit stories, like, now telling people that there's an executive order for something, it basically just sounds like, oh, someone just came again. There's nothing.
But Ron, you're skipping over the latest national crisis, which is going to affect everybody over the age of like 40, and that is that MTV has cut out the rock music category for their video awards.
I thought MTV went out of business. What? There was this whole big hob about them going out of business after 40 years.
Yeah, the channel sorta is like it's ended, but it's still out there for like consumption and like branding. It's still a branding thing.
So weird. When you go out of business, I think you take the brand with you and you go out of business.
That's only if you're selling brands. Is your business.
Actually, what we're seeing is basically what I saw in manufacturing when it came into adding automation. Like they fired all these people or they laid all these people off, like all this huge section of the workforce. And they're like, the automation is going to save us. Then it didn't. Then they had to hire a bunch of people back. And now if you fire up your TV, most TVs have like that, like internet TV. And some of these things are now just channels that run 24/7. Like there's a channel dedicated to Saturday Night Live, a channel dedicated to Home Improvement, a channel dedicated.
There's a channel dedicated to Family Feud.
Yeah, and so on and so forth.
Wow.
And not just all the Family Feuds, but only the ones with Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Wow. Before we move on a little, and like where it's moving on to, you said mission accomplished. Has anybody in the press said mission accomplished? What was the mission? What mission got accomplished? Can you tell us what the mission was? Because so far,
every mission with Trump is about grift. So you just have to figure out how he made money. And in this case, he made money by saying, let's say investing in weapons or bombs or something, and then the next day saying, we're going to bomb Iran. And then those weapon companies, their stock goes up and he makes money. And then he'll say something like, we're going to not bomb Iran. So the price of oil is, then he makes his money in there, in oil. And then he does something else to make the market jump day or two after he bought a bunch of stocks in those companies. So those are the missions. Whatever he's doing, figure out, all you got to do is go back to how can somebody make money on it? Look, and that's what he did.
All right. You mentioned Steve Harvey. I just want to share this picture of me when I was still going by the name Matt Harvey. Matt Harvey was a pitcher for the Mets. How about that? You didn't know that, did you?
And plus,
second baseman.
Plus, the real fun won't really begin until like the beginning of 27 anyway.
Yeah.
Because we'll have the midterms in there, and that'll be a shit show because blah 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 whatever. Then a lot of these shitty policies and stuff are really going to take effect, and you're going to start seeing them. So hang on. And I think what we're waiting for in Iran is we're just waiting for China to move on Taiwan, which will probably happen because we're asking them to do it at this point.
Are we asking? Okay.
Well, what do you think? What do you think Iran is? I mean, we shouldn't be there.
I know it. I know it gives them permission to do it, but asking them to do it, like, why would we? Poor Taiwanese. Why we don't have anything against the Taiwanese?
Well, we need but for this administration to work, they need chaos.
Oh, I know that, but why take it out on the poor little Taiwanese? What's his name? That little Taiwanese guy that comes on the show every once in a while. There is none. I'm sorry. I don't have any Taiwanese friends. I have more friends in Zimbabwe. I don't know if you knew that about me. That's right. But the mission accomplished. I think the mission is. Hear me out here. I think the mission is don't look at the Epstein files. Now, Trump is refusing to release the Epstein files. Todd Blanche, the Attorney General, says we're not going to prosecute the guys in there. We're not going to do anything about them. That's not getting enough news airplay. I don't see that getting talked about. Maybe because I'm so focused on a Jelly Roll, but yeah. What reason would somebody have for not wanting to prosecute the people in the Epstein files? Go ahead, give me the reason.
Rich and powerful.
The reason that they don't want to do it is because a lot of the people, remember, Epstein was connected with a lot of rich people. A lot of them were CEOs of companies, and a lot of those CEOs are still there. They're still in those companies, or at least affiliated with them somehow, so that if, let's say, you find out that the CEO of Dunkin' Donuts was diddling children, then the stock from Dunkin' Donuts will go down. But the thing is, if it was just one company, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's like 9 or 10 companies, and 3 or 4 of them pretty much, with especially the way the economy works, where 4 or 5 companies are owning just about 30% of our resources, or controlling 30 or 40% of our resources, we would be fucked. Because people would start pulling their money out of those things, and
I'm gonna put a gold star on
divesting.
GD's homework, and so he could take it home, and Mom can hang it on the refrigerator. Because
I said this 2 years ago. I didn't get a gold star then, and I said it without being asked.
If
I said it a year and a half ago, and I didn't get a gold star then. I said it a year ago. I didn't get a gold star.
It's in the mail. Check your fucking mail. You get plenty of gold stars.
What you do? Mark it as a voting ballot, and that's why I haven't seen it yet.
Well, the argument and the Republicans and Twitter, or not Republicans, I'm sorry, Republicans don't exist anymore. The Trumpers on Twitter are saying that if you release the Epstein files, that will destroy the world economy.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? Does it matter? What good is a fucking world economy if we're just going to say, sure, it's an open field day on anybody who wants to rape kids? It doesn't.
And it won't. And the thing is, it won't destroy the economy. It'll do a lot of damage to a lot of stocks. But stocks always come back. Not always, but they come back. And if you need to and a lot of times, oh, I don't have any stock. A lot of times the people that like the company, let's say, I'm just going to say General Mills because it's in the news for getting rid of artificial color. Yay. General Mills, let's say they somehow get caught up. Their CEO or somebody is like was one of the Epstein diddlers, and so they go, we're getting rid of artificial color, and we're getting rid of all the people on our board who were diddling children. Because we make cereal for children, not serial rapists for children, and that's it. And then it goes back up because they got the ad, they got the blurb, they got their one line that that says, "Look at us."
Well, there was a narrative that was being pushed at one point. It's like you can't bring all these people in for accountability because it would crush the system. It's like, no, clean them out, and the system will correct itself. That's what that's what capitalism is.
Yeah. It was not like there isn't another greedy bastard to take the last greedy bastard's place. I mean, they got a long line of greedy bastards waiting there. How did United Healthcare do after CEO got shot? They didn't fold up, did they?
No, they bought stock in Kevlar vests.
Luigi, was he convicted? That's going
right. Still going on. And
he has one plea deal.
Yeah. He'll probably do a little time, but this thing is just a shit show at this point.
I think that's a good message to send people. Shoot a CEO, do a little time, right?
Well, the biggest problem they're having is the feds jumped at the chance to prosecute him, and so they took a lot of the stuff away from the state government, New York State, which had a lot of stuff that was going to prosecute him on.
Well, isn't the real question? I mean, I guess it's more of like, philosophy, but then, like, why should you charge Luigi if you're not going to charge people that have fucked kids?
Right.
You could really make that argument. Why? Because he killed someone and they raped somebody?
Yeah. You know what? Rape is... I'd rather be murdered than raped. I think. I say that now.
Who's murdering me?
I would say that now, knowing that all people only want to murder me. Nobody wants to rape me. So I could say that.
Yeah, you'd have to live with that the rest of your life.
You realize that rape doesn't necessarily mean penetration, Matt.
It doesn't matter. Nobody. You wouldn't take a blowjob from me if you desert island. Nobody else is alive. You'd be like, ew, no. I'd rather get a fish or something, right? And one of those hacklehead fish that will bite.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Matt. Maybe in about 6 to 8 months, someone would come around to you.
You think I'll be alive 6 to 8 months from now?
And then they could put your other eye out.
Yeah, and think how skinny you would be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you might even be handsome by then.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah. No.
Don't sell yourself at all. Well, if you're gonna sell yourself, don't sell yourself short.
I'm not. Yeah,
don't get caught up in the Matt bubble,
but
where you think you get devalued because you think there's just too many Matts out there.
I do have Wednesday night. My wife played pool at this dive bar that's in our area, and this dive bar does have a history of let's say race issues or the people that go to it. So anyway, we were there and like it was like running long and the bar like closed at 10 and we didn't actually leave there until midnight. It was just a fucking disaster. But anyway, like so they had the bar closed down and the bartender is talking to one of the guys was playing pool and the server, and then it starts like getting louder and louder. And then she's like, I don't care what I'm making so much money now. I don't care if Trump fucks kids. He could fuck my daughter if he wants to. And so what I love about this is that for me personally, I'm not going to say, well, you're just an idiot, because I want to see how long I can pull the string and see what I can get out of her.
So did you offer her money to fuck her kid?
Yeah, I probably could have. But she's just going on and on about like my 401k this and it's like you are a bartender at this dive bar. You are not making money in the market.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Where did she get a 401k from? The bars don't give out 401k, right? Unless it was from another job previous to that. Really?
Yeah. So basically, her argument was like the ends justify the means.
Wow.
With everything. And then when she would try to argue back, I would say, well, I can't argue with you because like you're cool with fucking kids. And I don't think you understand that's not the flex that you think it is.
Find out how much she would charge me to stick my means in her ends. So I can go to that bar.
Yeah. It would probably get quiet if you walked in there, GD. Wait, a black guy with dreads? Oh my God, that's 2 negatives right there for that.
Now you got to give me the address. I had to get a pool stick and some balls, and I'll just pull out a bunch of just all cue balls, all white balls and one black ball to shoot, and I'll put them on the table, and I'll just use the black ball to knock all the white balls around. Let's see how far I can go with that.
Yeah, they just yell like, "This is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be."
I'm going to go to secondhand sports to see if I can buy 15 white balls and a black and 1 8 ball. If I can get that, then I'm going to get that address of that bar. I'm going to show up with a stick and my own balls, and I'm going to get one of their tables, and I'm just going to play it like that to see. I'll let you know so you can record the reaction. Don't act like you know me. Just sit back and watch people. Just see what they say.
Yeah. Rana, I came across, I wiped it off after. I came across a guy, but I wiped it off. A guy who hates Neil Young more than you do. Can I ask, this is I think you're going to get it right, the right answer as opposed to this guy's wrong answer. Why do you hate Neil Young?
Oh, I just, his music is not good. I just think his music's not good. That's all.
That's the right answer. That's the correct answer. This
ding, ding, ding.
I want to get this guy.
What does he win, Johnny? What does Ron win?
He wins a complete collection of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and sorry. This guy's argument was that Neil Young uses the same chords other people use. That is the worst argument to hate Neil Young, because then you hate all musicians, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many chords you can.
Nobody's coming up with new chords. So yeah, I would love to get this guy on to debate you. This guy's a musicologist. He's got degrees and shit. But I mean, come on, if that's all, you might as well love Neil Young if that's what you're going to talk about. I mean, who do you like? Because I would point out that they use the same chords everybody else is used to do. And this is my thing. I cannot just turn it off. I'm going to hear the guy out, and hopefully it makes some sense eventually, and it never happens. And then I'm like, well, why did I fucking listen to that douchebag?
Yeah, because the reasoning, the reasoning is always funnier than just yelling at somebody. It's like I want to hear your reasons.
Yeah. Well,
I hear the reasons. Yeah, the reasons. Yeah.
There's plenty of valid reasons to hate Neil Young. I don't hate Neil Young. I'm just saying, for people who do, the most legitimate one is that you just hate his sound. You hate, maybe you hate his politics, whatever. But you have some sound reason for hating the guy, rather than he does what every other musician has ever done in the history of music. So
yeah, I do have a sound reason for hating him. I hate his sound.
That's fine. We almost had his brother on here once to talk about golf. I think he was a no-show. Bob.
He was, because because he knew you wanted to ask him just questions about Neil Young.
I think that's the case. He probably figured out that I was going to ask him a lot. Listen, you got to know that when it comes right in your bio, and the first line in your bio says the brother of Neil Young, you got to know that people going on podcasts, they're going to ask you about that shit, right? They're not going to.
Yeah, the first thing I would ask him is, how did he get to be your brother? I mean, that would be the first question. I'd want to know. Everybody wants to know, how did Neil Young get to be your brother?
Yeah, well, he was very young at the time.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
That's fucking comedy, dude. That's fucking comedy. All right. What do you got? What do you got? A heavy Kev pick?
First of all, you don't have the full. Oh well, it's not the full Monty until the very end when they take him off.
Well, my wife wouldn't go to the full. It was here. Her friends wanted to go. The people in this ladies group she's with.
Yes,
they wanted to go to the full Monty, and then I said, "Isn't that a nude show?" And she was taken back. What do you mean? I think they showed a dick at the end of the show.
Yeah.
But what's the difference here between, I guess, because you could see it right through that, whatever that is, right? You don't really need to see the dick pic, do you? Do you?
I don't understand what you mean.
You do. I'm saying you could see through those. What are they? Speedos? What are they? You don't need to actually see.
Well, yeah, you do. I mean,
well, yeah, because in the Speedo, in the thong, they're not swinging; they're just there. When I was a stripper, I had a translucent yellow G-string that I wore, and you could see all my business, but it was bunched up like a snake or something. You had to take it off just to let it breathe a little. So
yeah. I don't know. Somebody, obviously, men who send dick pics to women, solicited or not, they think there's something. It's not pretty. I mean, it's pretty scary.
You shouldn't just send an unsolicited dick pic to a woman.
Did anybody ever send you a woman send you the opposite of a dick pic?
Yeah,
an ass pic. Nice pick.
How do you get a good shot?
Oh, I mean, if she knows what she's doing, and you can get good shots.
Really? Because it's kind of, I don't know if you noticed, but it's kind of hidden.
This is nothing to do
You're
with
in my wheelhouse now.
Okay, I'm Ari. Just good morning, I'm from California, and I'm not saying this because we're talking about sending vagina pics. I'm just saying this because I've been waiting for an opportunity to say it, and she was there. And Heavy Kev wants to know why is Tarzan white, and he wants to know, is Trump a PDF file?
PDF file. Fine. Be that way.
A PDF file.
Yeah.
Isn't the F in PDF stands for file?
I don't know.
Have you ever had someone post a picture of you online, and when you look at it, it's you question, you're like, did they actually take that for that purpose, or was it just to get a shot of your dick? Because I was at a event. This is like weeks or a month or two ago, and there's a picture of me, and you can clearly see my dick. I mean, it's just hanging there, and
Well,
I'm like,
we're losing our audience. Well, the live stream is just went. They're all going to look for that pic now. All thousands and thousands of our viewers and listeners are off frantically Googling Ron Kane dick pic.
well, you can catch it on stage sometimes because like my wife will tell me like afterwards, it's like, yep, those pants. There is nothing there left of the imagination.
Now, do you know which pants they are? I mean, when you're putting them on, do you go, okay, or do you just not think about your wardrobe? Because I have the same pants that I wear, not the same pants. I have like 5 pair of jeans, and they all fit exactly the same, so that I know I don't run into that problem. I don't want, because I don't want that. I don't want that attention or lack thereof.
Well,
So,
I mean, there's really nothing I could do about it unless I'm going to wear like really baggy pants. It's just, I live with it.
Ron, the Italian in Ron's coming out there. Did you hear it?
well, it's not coming out yet. He's trying to keep.
No, he just said it. There's nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, this fucking happens. That's your fucking dick.
Yeah. The Rev has his hands full this week. Does he? I thought that did it 3 or just Dolly and Tim Curry and somebody else?
Oh no, there's
didn't Lou Gossett Jr. die?
What?
Well,
how come that didn't come across my dead people thing?
That's
why I heard. I don't know. Let's see if that's true.
He's fucking with us. I got my fucking with us alarm went off.
It says death right here. Lou Gossett Jr. death.
Wow, how long ago did we make it?
He died in March.
Oh yeah, 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
the Transformers guy died. The voice.
Yeah,
of
Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen.
Wow.
It's funny. You call him the Transformer guy. I call him the Eeyore guy.
Yeah.
So everybody dies, huh? Is that the way
eventually? Yeah, we all do.
Wow. Me too.
Let me see who Morgan Fairchild, not Morgan Fairchild.
That's why you need a data center so you can live to 100.
JP Morgan died. She was on
that's the
show.
same one, the Gong Show.
Yeah.
Where is she famous from before the Gong Show?
Well, she was a singer in the 50s. She had like 10 hit songs in the 50s.
Wow. She used to be a frequent guest on Johnny Carson, and I never knew. I don't remember ever seeing her sing. Just come out and tell Joe, or not tell Joe, but sit on the couch and bullshit with Johnny. Hey, Johnny, how are you, Johnny? Get up the corner, Johnny.
These fucking AI posters are fucking terrible, and not just for comedy shows. I'm like just seeing them everywhere. Like our local police is using AI to try and recruit people. It looks bad.
It looks bad?
Yeah, it looks like everything else, and it just looks
like a gun go through a guy's hand or something, or a guy walk through a police car door, or that kind of. The physics with AI is just ridiculous. It's like they don't understand the limitations of the physical world.
The king of Norway died.
Who?
The king of Norway.
So what does that? Where does that leave Slaptail? They should be. Why are they not doing a special edition for the king?
The king. Most European kings now are just ceremonial positions because almost all of them have gone to the parliamentary form of government.
That's easy for you to say.
It was, and I thought it was going to be easy for me to say until I tried to say it.
Wow, you could say that again.
If I remembered, sure. So that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, then. See you later. Have a good day. I got to paint. Again. You know what?
Ann said that, Matt, I agree with that. Someone sent me a button photo and I lost it. LOL.
Button. Now, button is... I guess you couldn't put it on your shirt, could you? Right, that button. You wouldn't want to sew that button on your shirt.
Sure, you want it right up under your collar. There you go.
I never heard it really. Well, maybe I have called it a button once or twice, but I mean, 67 years, very rarely does it get called a button. All right then. Well, what else we got besides buttons?
I mean, we could talk about dick pic etiquette if you want.
Dick pic etiquette. Well, the reason I was thinking about the
Well,
dick pic
you should always put it next to something for scale.
The Louis C.K. You know, he didn't send dick pics, but he didn't make them. Well, he sort of, you know, girls watching him jerk off and all that stuff. But for a while there, I mean, a good couple of years, there was just so much hate. You bring up his name, and I know comedians who were just like, "Fuck that guy." And it's like, "Fuck that guy." He jacked up.
Did you watch his new special on Netflix?
I still haven't gotten around to it, but I want.
Who y'all talking about? Because I wasn't paying attention. I was reading something Ann wrote.
Louis C.K.
Oh,
look!
okay.
Look, here comes the hate. Look, you see the hate. But I saw a clip of him talking about just accepting, because he was persona non grata there for a while, and people were like, he was shunned forever. Like, and he said, at some point, you just have to come to a place of acceptance. This is my life now. It's out there. People know that I jerked off in front of women, and I just have to accept that it's not going away. And you know, I was thinking about that, but accepting whenever shit goes wrong in your life, that sounds demotivational, right? There's nothing you can do about it, but sometimes there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, in a way, it could be freeing as well. But of course, I think, of course, this is 2020. Hindsight is 30/60, but I had the foresight to not go around doing that kind of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
But not that I ever had that kind of influence or power anyway that it would have mattered. They would have just like, oh, it's the D-list celebrity. No, not even D-list. It's the E-list, almost a celebrity over there jerking off.
Yeah.
So,
Well, actually, if Louis was a black comedian, would he still even be around?
I don't know.
Well, it'd be a bigger to do. It'd be a bigger.
Well, no, I get that,
bigger
but
deal.
I mean, would it be the same? Because for me, like, I haven't even watched Louis' new special. I'm just not interested, because I just feel like, as I don't know, like a man, what do I get out of that?
Especially, I'm sure he's got some funny observations.
Well, no, I'm sure he does, but at the end of the day, what do you really get out of it? And you know, I was thinking about this like yesterday. Okay, yeah, he's a good comedian, but really, I mean, we can survive without him, and we have.
Oh yeah. So much.
I feel like a lot of it has definitely moved on past him.
Yeah.
He's definitely revered by other comics still, but I don't know. I just don't feel like there's any type of win there with him.
Yeah, no, and I think that's what he was saying. On some level, he gets that. Like, I just have to accept this. I was on the top of the mountain in the comedy world, and now I'm not. And
yeah, but he is, though, because his name might not be everywhere, but he's making a killing at shows, selling fucking merch, and selling his shit online. So, how bad is he suffering? Yeah, did his
I don't know suffering?
His rep and shit took a hit back then, but other than that, how has he really suffered?
Because and listen, I'm not him, but for me, it would bother me that if I go on and I'm Facebook right now and I mention his name, I can guarantee you that at least 10 to 15 comedians I know will start. How dare you bring that fucking low life up? He's just joking up in front of whatever. And like, wait a minute, man. I'm talking about this comedy. Like, if I'm going to judge people on behavior, and this is another part of that whole conversation I had myself, kink shaming. People just have, face it. People are fucked up sexually. They have weird ideas, and everybody's got some kind of. Everybody's got something to hide, except for me and my monkey. I don't know if you know that, but that's John Lennon told me that. But you know,
it's because people don't talk to one another. Right. There are so many couples that are together like I really believe that if you meet somebody, probably within like the first year, I think you should tell each other like kind of like what you're into. Maybe not
First year, first date.
Yeah, they like, because that's how shit happens. Like these couples get together, then the guy is like, "Well, I like jerking off in front of horses," and like she's like, "Well, I'm only into sheep," and yet he could have dated a horse girl months ago, and he could have been happier.
Right. Yeah, just come out and say, you know what, your deepest, darkest, dirtiest kink, just get that out of the way right up front. And if you still want dinner, I'll buy you dinner. How about that? All right.
I mean, wouldn't you rather have that instead of like 2 years in and
Absolutely.
someone's like,
well, do it. Okay,
I'm in the diapers.
Depending on your, I didn't mean to just put that. Actually, I didn't mean to just throw that out there. I'm sorry. I double clicked instead of single clicked. But you get it. Wait until after the first, after you get past third base. And then
after the appetizer, you wait till the appetizers, and then before the main entree is that you let them bring the bread out
after they seal the deal. That and then bring it up.
Now I know, granted, I'm different than a lot of people, but
you're Italian, of course you're different.
Yeah, but like the women in the past, you know, like I tell them like, hey, this is kind of like, I want to know like what they're into, and I kind of want them to know like what I'm into.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how to clearly articulate this, but people freak out about something like Louis C.K. because for me, I know I can't understand, but it's not for me to like. What does he get out of that? Having a woman watch him jerk off? We could. I mean, I don't get that, but that doesn't mean I should have. Because there's weird shit going on in here too. I mean, whatever works for him, and as long as it's consensual. Now, women did they, even though they said yes, they didn't say no. They said it wasn't consensual because he was their boss. You could have dignity and say, "Fuck this job; it's not worth it." If it really bothers you that much. And listen, I know I'm going to get hate mail for that, but I would if the gender doesn't matter. If my boss said, "Can I jerk off in front of you?" I'd be like, "No." Well, no. Well, then you're fired. Okay. All right,
but if you worked at a company like a corporation and that happened, and you went to HR, you know, more than likely he may not have a job.
More than likely, but I'm finding out, and I've been involved on that level with hiring and firing people. But it's gotten to the point where HR really just tries their best to just look out for the company, and so sometimes they don't even report it to try to kind of make things go away and all that. So HR is a lot like the politics of the police station at this point. You go in there, they're going to take statements, and at the end of the day, still have to work for the bum who made you watch him jerk off. But I wouldn't do it. I just say no. I don't. The job's not that important to me. Now that's me, and I'm not saying live like me, because if you do, you'd be an old man with no money.
But also with him, though, there is a history there, because when that came out, other comics talked about like, yeah, everyone knew that he did this.
Yeah, everyone knew it. Like there's dirty little secrets, but they're not so secret. Come on.
Yeah, there were never any lawsuits against them, though, right? It was just people talking and then the rumors, but nobody ever sued them over it.
No, it's one of those things. It's like where there's smoke, there's fire. So
I was just curious because my understanding, and again, I don't know a great deal about comedy or comedians, but it was that he would sometimes, because he had a position of authority in the comedy world, would almost make people watch him if they wanted to be like on another show. And to me, if that were a corporate atmosphere, then it would have been handled a little bit differently, as opposed to the ups, you know, the way the wild west of comedy.
Yeah, I mean, if you were around a guy that like his big bit was like, I'm just gonna pull my dick and start jerking off, I mean, there comes a point where I think you say like, you know, this isn't cool. I mean, even if it's just around other guys, it's like, bro, take it someplace else.
Yeah,
finish that in the other room, okay?
That
all of a sudden, I don't want to eat the donuts in the green room.
that you had to consent stuff was just kind of inferred. It wasn't ever actually spoken. So and his claim was always that when they said yes, he thought they meant yes. Like he didn't think he was they thought he would retaliate by saying you're out of a gig. That's what he says. That's his justification.
When you're doing that in front of a woman, even if everything's kosher and you're just doing that for her, it is very aggressive in a way that it's just different. It is different, and you can definitely feel like a power dynamic.
In his first special after he came back, he said, "What I've learned from this is just don't do it.
Don't get caught.
Even if she says yes, just don't do it."
How about don't ask then? In that case, because in order for her to say yes, you had to ask.
Yeah.
People just go around saying yes without a question.
So, to be honest, I don't think I'm pretty sure I've never asked a girl that ever in my life. Like,
but then they probably never said yes to it if you never asked.
Right, that's absolutely true. And I can't imagine like wanting that.
Well, here's a fun fact: I did that like 2 nights ago for my wife.
What? You told jokes for your wife while jerking off?
Hold on, we have a clip. Oh no, we don't have a clip. I'm sorry, that was a different clip. That's I got that off of what's the website that I got that off of?
RonKane.com.
I thought you guys would know that one. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not good with this remembering shit. The name of that website where Lindsey Graham was big.
Yeah, because like my wife likes to have a night off here and there, and
right.
So
why is he saying Greek? Why is he saying Greek?
I think he's talking about the type of yogurt he's getting. He's got. Maybe he thinks that Ron looks Greek and not Italian, but no, Ron is 97.3% Italian.
Here's a fun fact for you before we get off this subject, and when I say get off, you know what I mean. Sarah Silverman was one of the people and she was pretty close with Louis C.K. She said he had done that with her. Stanhope has a picture of himself jerking off in front of Sarah Silverman and Louis C.K. at the same time. So there you go. That's a fun fact for you. And
who took the picture?
I don't know. Somebody else in the green room of wherever they were performing.
I'm just wondering how talented he is. If he was holding the camera, enjoying himself, and first, aiming the camera and aiming.
And in the picture, Sarah Silverman just seems to be really enjoying it.
If she says okay with it, if she's okay with it, that's fine.
Yeah, that's her choice.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
She was one of the ones who kind of turned on him at the end. I should have spoke out, and it's my
She probably should have, because I will say, as a man, just like doing that, if you're doing that, there's a level of, you're definitely an exhibitionist to be able to do that. Because I myself am an exhibitionist, so I understand that. And
you're not going to do anything here right now, are you?
No.
Okay.
No. But you have to know like your fucking boundaries with people. And like if you're pulling out your dick as a joke, like, I'm gonna jerk off. Okay, maybe a quick peek, but when you're going through the full act, that definitely says something else.
Yeah. I can't. Boy, how long? Well, never mind how long it takes or whatever. How do you keep? I can't imagine that. But again, me not being able to imagine that doesn't mean it's wrong. I'm certain. Well, maybe. I don't know. Is it wrong? I don't know.
Like I have to be disciplined to keep this monster in line, because I have like all the time, because maybe I'm Italian or just built this way. I like my testosterone is through the roof, like all the time. Like I can just feel it in my soul, and all I want to do is like give it to somebody.
And that's why Ron and I don't work together.
Oh.
No, because once he asked me to bend over to pick up a chair to move it, I was like, whoa. How about saying, Father, may I?
I told GD I can't control myself.
I said, how about a brother, may I? Don't just assume because I'm wearing assless chaps at the comedy show that I ride that way.
Yeah, that's my bad. I shouldn't just assume someone's into it.
Yeah, the assless chaps was the only thing. That was the only thing I had to wear. I forgot. I skipped laundry day, and that was it.
When I was, and listen, not like I planned this program out at all, but when I woke up this morning, I did not have any idea that we would be talking about Ron Kane ass fucking GD on this program this morning, and I'm not sure I like it. But
you feel left out? Is that it?
Well, yeah, left out, right out, white out, restart. These damn computers. I'm sick of these damn computers. I'm giving them up. I'm giving up. You thought I was locked up, didn't you?
Well, except for the fact that your eyes, there's like a light flickering across your eye. See, that's what I look at. I don't look at you because I'm so used to people pretending that they're frozen that I look at some kind of secondary sign of freezing.
Well, hey, both of you have lived life a little bit, so
not me.
So, have you ever, when you've been with a woman, have you ever had her ask you something out of left field, like that she's into, where you're like, "Oh, all right."
I have an NDA. I'm not allowed to.
Yes.
I can answer yes and take the fifth.
Oh yeah, a couple of times.
Many times.
Was it like really bizarre?
Yes.
Bizarre is relative.
So many of them.
One time, she said to me, "This woman. This is just for the record, because my wife is in the next room. This is long before I was married."
We know you're happily married, and we're just talking about the past. We are just talking about the past.
Okay, I was dating. I actually wasn't really dating. It was like maybe
he can't
second.
Say it. He can't say
no,
it.
Maybe the second or third time we were together. She asked me if I knew another guy that would want to do a threesome because she's always wanted to do a threesome.
Oh, okay.
And I had friends that did threesomes. And I'm not comfortable with them. And I had one with two women, and I was awful at it. I was really awful. It was my first time, but I was still really bad. And then I really would think how awful I'd be if it was two guys. I was bad with two things I wanted. How bad would I be with one I don't? So so what I did was I said, no, I don't swing like that, but I do have two friends who swing like that together, so I'll hook you up with them.
Yeah. The homoeroticness of it is just too much for me. I'm just thinking like a guy just shoots his load and, hey, you got to drop on my foot. Now I'm going to have to cut my foot off.
It doesn't work that way.
I was participating in an orgy once, and the woman I was with, I felt somebody like massaging my shoulders and my back and stuff. And at the moment I couldn't stop myself at the time. And then I look around and there's this guy and he looked at me and goes, "It's okay, she's my wife." And I said, "Yeah, it's okay, but not to touch me. You don't touch me because I'm in your wife. That's not how that works. It's not the communicative property of sex, or the associative property of sex. If you're in my wife, then I can, yeah."
And that was a long time ago. Like now,
yeah, that was a long time ago. I was in my 20s.
Yeah, I can definitely remember before the pandy, in that lifestyle, man on man stuff was always frowned upon, or it was kept really quiet. But now it's you have to tell people "Hey, bro, I'm not into this. I'm into women. I'm not into dudes."
Yeah,
I never had a lifestyle. I never had a lifestyle at all. I don't know what the style of my life I don't have a lifestyle. But the kink stuff aside, I had well, this is kink, but it was not the kind of kink that anybody. The girl was into pain. She would love to pour like hot candle wax on my balls, like really burning.
Oh, so
hot.
she was into your pain, not hers.
Right? Yes.
Oh, okay.
She was into inflicting pain, and I was with her for like 2 or 3 months, and like every fucking time I was with her, I said, I'm not into the whole pain thing, and then it came down to she really wanted to put like a bear trap on my cock. I'm not a bear, but a sharp. No. Why do you
she's
want to
definitely
hurt me?
she's definitely a femdom then for sure.
Yeah, her last name was, I could say her last name because nobody knows, Mareka. And I thought, well, her first name should be Home.
I told you about her. Remember, I told you about her last week. Just last week we were talking about her.
Home Mareka.
Yeah. I have found like a lot of women like to be dominated. I know that.
Wow. Yeah, the pain thing though. I mean, and either way, whether you're into receiving or giving, the pain thing just doesn't. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
no,
but
I was asked to punch, smack, hit during the act of making love, and I didn't. I tried it and I stopped because I can't do this because first of all, once I start hitting, I want to hit you a lot harder than you want to be hit. it's like, and I can't. No, I don't want to. No, it's like I was like, oh, 911, can you resuscitate?
I was at a club once, and it was like their kink night, and they had like demonstrations all night long on the dance floor, and so there was this one dude. There was a guy. He got chained to the table, and he was like laying on his stomach, and this other guy is just fucking beating the fuck out of him, and he likes it. The guy that's getting beat is really enjoying it. There's a point where he was like actually like crying, but it was okay.
Was he crying like saying things like, please don't let the club get closed down. Please don't let the club get closed down. This is the only place I have to come for enjoyment.
Wow, that's
no. It was.
Is that why the West Shore thing got closed down, Ron?
Yeah.
I knew a guy who was into getting beat up, but it wasn't a sexual thing. He loved to get punched in the face. He would get into fights he knew he would lose, just for the beating. He loved taking a beating.
I couldn't do that. I paid too much money for my
there are
teeth.
some dudes. There are a lot of guys that like wrestling. They like women to wrestle them and throw them around.
Wow. All right. Well,
you guys are. There's a big world out there.
A bear trap.
Into this weekend, man.
A bear trap was just kind of the way I saw it. It was just like a clamp with teeth on it. But
so that could be a hair clip, Matt. That could be like just a regular hair clip.
Yeah.
She wanted to put a cage on you, Matt. Man.
But Heavy Kev said he never had a New Zealand girlfriend. That's on what did he's got to take a boat over to Australia to get a girlfriend.
So where was your wife from then, Heavy Kev? Where? No, I'm just curious because you were married. Was she not a New Zealand girl? So
I want to live with a New Zealand girl.
I'm sure
that's Ron's favorite, Neil Young.
I'm sure you may have encountered this throughout your life, but have you ever had a woman like
Never.
when you finally reach that point? And for most of us guys, I think we just like to stop at that moment a little bit and just let it
reflect and reflect on the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
But have you?
I call in a camera crew generally.
I've been with a woman before that doesn't let you do that. She'll grab a hold of. She grabbed a hold of me and she'd be like, "Keep fucking me."
Oh, yeah, but I thought everybody yelled that. I'm sorry. I'm just teasing.
During that moment, it's very odd because normally that doesn't happen. But yeah, it surprised the hell out of me. She would just grab me and be like, "Keep fucking me."
The one thing that I found disturbing that has happened to me more than a few times is to be with a woman and she orgasms and she starts hitting me when she does it.
Wow.
She just, she's like, she starts hitting me and I'm like, this is breaking my concentration. But it's like, but on the other hand, if you have a little congestion, it works, but to just start hitting. Yeah.
Have you had someone that cries during orgasm?
Yes. Yeah. And the first time it happened, I was not aware. And I was like, are you okay? No, am I hurting you? What? Yeah, it took a while for first time I was like caught way off guard. I didn't know it was a thing. I was in my 20s. I didn't know it was a thing.
She just told me. She said I might get if I get to the point and I'm so excited, I may cry. So don't take it personally. Yeah. And when it happened the first time, it was like, all right, this is a little different. But then, I don't know. It became like really hot.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, I know the point.
My freshman year in college, I had a girlfriend who was in for 2 weeks. Short little romance. She was a nymphomaniac, a legitimate nymphomaniac, and she would cry if I left the room for just to go out down to the vending machine to get a Coke or something. Come back and she'd be crying like she missed the attention that much. And just in 2 weeks, I probably fucked her like 350 times or something. She just couldn't get enough. And then whenever she wasn't getting it, when she wasn't having sex or orgasming, she was crying the whole time. So, hey Tracy, how's it been? And what if she's still alive? You ever think of that? Don't do this. Don't look to see if she's still alive because it will scare the shit out of you. I promise you that. She's old now, and she looks like.
But she still has to have it.
She looks like the crypt keeper now.
But she still has to have it. So
she doesn't look like that.
She probably takes it off, and she's just like, "Come get it."
No, it's scary as hell. I say this from because there was somebody whose name I don't know. I thought about them for a second. Turns out this was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. This girl I knew, I was like 32. She was younger, not illegal, but younger. But I thought about it the other day. Whatever happened to her? And then I Googled it. Turns out she's living in the same house she was living in. She grew up in. She's still living in the same house. She's like in her 50s now. Jesus, like, come on, don't you move on? Get away from there. You can't just stay in this one house your whole life and with your parents. I don't know. The parents are probably dead, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of people do stay in the same area or same houses and shit.
But then I saw a picture of her and I was like, damn, I'm sorry.
Or she could have moved out. She could have moved out and the parents died and they left the house to her, so she moved back in.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
You can't judge, Matt, or you can judge, but sometimes it's there are others.
Well, once you see the picture, you want to judge. You're like, oh.
I'm not saying that my alternative reality is right. I'm just saying it's alternative. It's possible.
I just think it's a shame that women have to lose their beauty as they get older. You
don't think men lose theirs?
Oh, yeah, that's not a shame, though. Yes, I do think men.
It's a shame when it's you're the man. I would love to. I
don't care what I look like. Obviously, I'm exactly what you're describing here, an ugly old man. I don't care.
Well, people actually talked about like sex, like you're supposed to, and and not be so afraid of it. I think more people would have better experiences.
I'm afraid of it. At this point, I'm afraid of like waking up.
Oh, I love it.
You love waking up?
Yeah, I love waking up or just being in bed with a woman and she's like laying naked on me, and especially after you've done a great job. It's like that's some good shit.
Wow.
There's nothing better than having a woman lay her tits on your chest and stuff as you're just laying there.
Are we banned from YouTube? Is that the situation here?
I don't think I said anything that bad.
No, we didn't.
We're just talking about human emotion. I mean, why are you against love?
Wow. All right. I'm out. I got to go paint. Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. Damn, that was a slow hour. That's the slowest hour we've ever had here.
No, I remember a slower one.
Which one was that?
It was the one where the guy would not answer a question and he wouldn't shut up, but he wouldn't say anything of value.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that guy. Those guys. That
Yeah.
group. Yeah.
Guess them. Is it, how's that
when,
called?
I,
Them bones
when,
go,
I,
them
when I
guess
flew
them.
when I flew to Vegas, they're remodeling that airport, and there's actually a room now that you can go that just has power supplies in it. So in case you left one behind, it's just boxes and boxes of power supplies.
I didn't know about this fall festival. Why? I don't know about this fall festival. All right. Shop, support, love local. Yeah, I should be in this dopey thing. Oh, this looks like my cat. All right, I'm on Facebook now. I don't know if you knew this about me, but I'm on Facebook.
Okay, I'm going to put this picture up now because I put it up before, but it was an accident. So I'm putting it up now.
Is it safe to get on Facebook now?
No.
Because I know it's not safe for teens. Is it safe for adults now?
It's not safe for anybody. It's a terrible place to be. Facebook is a terrible thing to waste or something. I gotta forward something. Go ahead. You guys talk without me. Have a good show without me. Go ahead.
Sure. All right. Where are you going? You didn't say where you're going. How we going to talk about you? You're still here. We can't talk about you.
I can't hear you. I'm busy doing stuff. You see, I'm busy doing stuff.
The one thing I remember about losing my virginity is that it was very hot in the room because her room was like upstairs in like an attic, sort of. And yeah, I remember when it was just like it was just so warm in that room.
Wow. Can I ask, when you got up to wash your face, you come back to bed, someone's taking your place? All
right, Matt, if you're going to leave, just leave. Don't sit here and pretend you quote a music lyric like you're interested in what's going on. Just don't participate, man. It's like you come up with the non sequitur, and then we got to listen to you.
Well, he said it was upstairs in her bedroom in the attic, and so it brought me back to a Christmas attic.
I also remember a time that
attic is crispy.
When I was living in my apartment, and this is like when I had first met Laura, the first few months and stuff. I remember she came over one day. She brought her brother and stuff. We were all supposed to go out, and we did go out, but I fucked Laura before that.
With her brother in the house?
Yeah, yeah. My roommate was waiting for us, and her brother, and I think someone else, like her boyfriend. And they were out in the living room, and I took Laura into my bedroom, and we had some fun.
Yeah. I had a girlfriend's father walk in as I was fucking his daughter, and he just came in, he looked, like stood there for a second, and then closed the door and left. And like I couldn't continue that. I was scared shit. I was a teenager, and I was like she was like, it's no big deal. I think it's a big deal. He probably wants to kill me on the way out here.
Oh, you never know. Maybe open the door is like, this guy's white. He's cool.
Wow. Well, I was a goy, and it wasn't cool. It was Jewish girl. What is that? What inspired this? Why are we looking at this?
It looks like we're idols.
Oh. And idols with whips? You don't have a whip.
Yeah, we're statues. I don't need a whip.
You got chains. I got a whip. You got chains.
Did you go see the Odyssey, GD?
No. I've seen like 8 renditions of it, so I'm waiting for it to come on television because I can't watch another one.
Yeah, it's very good. It's done well. It's very good.
Why is he saying Slapdo said I sent you the invoice out today? Slapdo Squad billed you for 1 hour. probably wants me to ask for what, right?
He probably wants his money back for the hour that he just listened to the show.
Oh,
for
is that
for the hour massage?
Yeah, but so you would say that he wants me to ask the question, oh, what invoice is that? And so he could deliver that punchline, right? That's what you're saying.
He's just looking for a firm release with that massage. That's all.
All right. Well,
and why is it wrong for massage parlors to jerk off their clients?
Oh, thanks for reminding me, Slaptail. I got to pay a ticket. You know, this New York State with these tolls, they come on to. And now I remember specifically paying cash. My wife was in the driver's seat. I was in the passenger seat. We come up. She says it's $4.10. I happen to have $5 and my wife had a dime, so I get 5 singles. She gave it, and then I come back and there's a thing. You owe $50 now because you didn't have the Easy Pass thing with you. But we paid. It goes from $4 to $50. It's just this is highway corruption. This is corruption. It's like a mafia state. We are run by the mafia, New York State, and their dopey tolls. Oh, so it's on me now. Just to go see her brother. By the way, it wasn't my choice to go see her brother. Why am I stuck on the hook for $50? This is my car.
Well, can't you just tell them you paid cash? What the hell is this all about?
I guess I have to do that. My stepdaughter said, call them and they'll just let it slide. No.
No, they don't just let it slide. No.
That ain't how it works.
No, my Easy Pass was on the fritz, and I drove to Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. Was it Pennsylvania? No Pennsylvania. Delaware, New Jersey, and New York. And of course, I'm thinking my Easy Pass is working, so I'm just like, boom. And then when I get back home, in the mail, I'm getting all these bills from all these tolls, and I'm like, what? Why? And the extra fees is what's killing me. If it was like just another buck or two, I can understand administrative costs. But Delaware, they're adding things like emergency vehicle fees. It's like I didn't use an emergency vehicle. Yeah, I didn't use an emergency vehicle.
Yeah, you know what? It's extortion. Whatever it is, I don't like it.
It was way. It's like, but why? And if the emergency vehicle fee is so important, why is it not included when I use my Easy Pass? Why is the Easy Pass fee, one thing, and then, but if I don't pay it, then why? Why do they think I need an emergency vehicle? If my car can drive through the toll and I didn't stop and I drove through the next toll and I drove through the next toll, obviously I didn't need the emergency vehicle.
All right.
Let's start talking about the person that threw out the car while I was driving.
Let's take a tangent here and talk about a different subject. My demotivation platform, my system for demotivating people. And here I am giving my TED talk, live less, stress less, care a little less. And you can get me to come into your corporation. Now, the platform is based on this simple idea. People don't need motivation. They just need to do less. I mean, having goals and setting goals is just a surefire way to disappoint yourself, to end up, because it's not going to come. You're not going to succeed. Just know you're going to fail. Listen, who hasn't failed? Can you give me an example of somebody who hasn't failed? Go ahead, give me somebody who hasn't
Everyone
failed.
has failed. It just leads to your next success.
That's it.
That's how we learn. That's how we learn.
Yeah, but don't worry about the success. Just enjoy the failure because it's going to happen. People don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. You got to fail. Even if you're Tom Brady, you fail, right? Thanks, Eli. Tom Brady failed twice.
No, Tom Brady failed more than twice. But people don't remember because of he failed before his first Super Bowl. The referee bailed him out. He fumbled the ball. Okay, He fumbled the ball. The ref just goes, no, I got money on this. What about the no tuck rule?
See, there you go. So in
4,000 NFL games before that, no one's ever heard of the tuck rule until that moment. And then they remember the tuck rule.
No, I don't remember it.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody did. In 4,000.
Go tuck yourself.
So Tom Brady failed then, but he got bailed out by a referee who had money on the game. And he's
it's not the Tom Brady show. This is to talk about loving failure. You have to embrace the failure. You have to want it because it's part of everything. This idea, well, I don't get failure. I love failure. Failure is the thing. So
You know,
you're gonna fail.
the guy who an ex Pittsburgh Steeler died. If people remember the immaculate reception with Franco Harris, the receiver, the original receiver that play was drawn up for, is one who died. Just for people to know. So the person who never caught the ball, that no one ever learned his name, that's who died.
So you're saying Franco Harris was second choice? He was
No, Franco Harris was the third. He wasn't even he wasn't even considered. That ball bounced off of someone else, and Franco Harris just caught it.
Wow.
And the original receiver that play was drawn up for, no one knows his name. Matter of fact, I don't even remember it. I learned it so I could do his obituary, and I don't remember his name now.
Is he in the Hall of Franco Harris? Is he in the Hall of Fame? He's got to be in the Hall of Fame, right?
Probably
just for that catch. I mean, was his career worthy? I mean, all these.
His career was worthy. Yeah.
Was it Franco Harris? Don't make me look this up. Why are you making me look this up?
Number 30. I think it was number 32, right?
What does this say? $180 for 60 minutes. This is gold plated. $50 does it come with a happy ending? $200. Do I get my membership card? Relax, renew, recharge, and pay. Mischarge. Is he making fun of my demotivational program? Is that what is with that relax, renew, recharge? RRR, the 3 R's. What are the price? I can't see. You know, I have a bad eye. All right. Now that will ruin your browser history for the rest of your life. What does ChatGTP think of you now? Probably thinks, well, that heavy Kev, he's got some weird shit going on, right? We want to rub down 3 old men. Well, Ron doesn't consider himself old, but believe me, he's there. He's there.
You're not old until your testosterone says you are.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm old.
Yeah. All right. What anything else? Because I don't know if I told you this, but I probably told you this, right? Didn't I tell you that? I got to go paint the lighthouse today. Are you sick of lighthouses? What would you paint?
I put a suggestion in the comments for you for what you can paint, and you didn't respond. So fuck it.
Yeah, I think you should. In the comments, you should move into nude.
The very first one. No, not the private chat. The very first comment.
Insects playing in a band.
Yeah, you know, like roaches or ants or grasshoppers or slugs, snails.
Playing in the band.
Sure, maybe the snail shell is the drum. You know, the snail he's the drum, and it got like an ant playing on the snail shell.
I could do Buddy Holly and the crickets.
Yeah, only they're real crickets.
Right. All
right.
But
you can't call them Buddy Holly. Call them Jiminy Cricket, the crickets. Or
that seems like a really, you have to plan it out, that painting. You'd have to kind of sketch it out.
Don't you plan out all paintings?
No. Most of when I'm painting for myself and just kind of start with a blank canvas and start putting color on. And I don't plan it out at all. And okay, now what do I do? Where do I go? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to apply that mentality to these kind of things I'm seeing. I'm sorry to keep bringing his name up.
Snake in the grass.
Hunter Biden. I'm sorry to keep bringing his name up, but his paintings are compelling, and that's what I want to do, because it looks like he starts with just putting color on the canvas, and somehow
a snake watching a mouse. You know,
all right.
The snake doesn't have to eat the mouse. For people who are vegetarians, the snake is just watching the mouse. Maybe the mouse is jerking off near a piece of cheese, and the snake is just like watching.
I think it can be done. Whether it can be
I
done.
don't think I'd want to paint nude, but I definitely want to photograph people nude. I'd be into that.
Painting it takes a long time.
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast 8 weeks go when you're doing these 8-week sessions. I've been teaching now for more than 16 weeks. Go figure. I never thought this would be anything like my life now. What the hell happened? All right. Are we out of here? Do you guys got anything to bring to the table here? Because I'm doing all the work. I don't know if you see this, but I'm doing all the work here. I'm doing all the heavy lifting, and you guys are just sitting there watching. And I got a bad back.
You only have a bad back because you're old.
All right. But still, you shouldn't let me do all the lifting, the heavy lifting.
I didn't let you do the lifting. I couldn't stop you. You wouldn't listen to advice. You just wouldn't.
I
shut
always
the
listen
fuck
to
up.
advice. Give me some advice. Come on, I'll listen.
Oh,
Well, I know how you
absolutely.
feel about the paintings, Matt, because I kind of feel like that about like producing comedy shows right now. It's like, I've done them. I'm just me personally. I'm just bored with this entire area, so I'm kind of like in this place. I kind of feel like if you don't feel like painting, I don't feel like producing shows. It's
Well, somebody I was watching a reel last night. He said, "Well, you know what I do when I don't feel like painting? I paint." And I think that's the difference between masters, people who actually master their craft, and losers like me. And yes, I am being very demotivational
I
now.
can feel that because I will do that where I'll say, well, I don't want to do shit, but then I'll force myself into situations where I have to.
I think that's
Yeah.
the only road to mastery. The only if you're gonna master something, like Bob Ross, he had to be fucking sick and tired of landscapes, right? But he just kept doing them all every day, like 3 or 4 or 5 or 7 landscapes, and he became a master at doing those landscape paintings. That's how you get mastery. You practice all day, every day, even when you hate to fucking do it. And that's why I will never be a master of anything. Maybe a masturbator.
I used
did
to
that
call
every
myself
day.
I used to call myself a jack of most trades, a master of none.
Yeah,
that's
that's not that's fairly common thing with people. Jack of all trades, master of none.
no jack of most trades, not
Oh,
jack of
most
all trades.
trades. All right,
Jack
not
of
all
most
trades.
trades, master of none.
What trades would you leave out? Like
Well, I'm
most,
not in the
not
slave
all.
trade, so I never mastered that one.
I think you are just not on the right end of it.
I still haven't mastered it because I am not I'm not
Wow.
a very good slave.
Regarding that,
Although being a good husband and being a good slave, they're kind of pretty
yeah.
close.
All right.
Wouldn't you say, Ron?
Yeah.
Yes,
Now,
I just don't have the patience for it. Like, just doing the same thing over and over and over again. With scales, it was difficult enough having to do that. Like, or that's practice. But now, and I'm referring to like these portrait painters who just spend their whole lives studying the human face. It's just like, and Louis C.K. Should be
but
good
I
at
think
it
there's
then,
a
right?
difference. You may not see it that way, but a person who's like studying the face may be more interested in the character that the face is showing than they are in that. Like, just like, yeah, I get the eyes right, but I'm only getting the eyes right because I want the eyes to show this trait.
Yeah,
I'm getting the
absolutely.
nose right because I wanted to display this characteristic. So
Yeah,
it's
I
not
get
like they're
that.
just drawing noses; they're
No, but
creating.
to do it well, you have to do it over and over and over and over again and know all those techniques. And God, it just seems like so much work before you can get to the point where I feel like I'm an adequate portrait painter. And I'm going to be getting into it. My next session, we're just going to, and maybe we'll do cheddar. They want to do a still life of a dog or a cat for the full 8 weeks. So it's just like from the minute 1 of week 1 to the last minute of week 8, we're going to work on one painting. Okay, this is where and do like photorealism or do the best to get at photorealism, which is not my strength. To say it's not my strength, it's not even in my toolbox. So it's a challenge, and I'll be here for it. And then I will be fired, and I'll be here every day for it because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be good at it. I suck. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm no good. I am an imposter. All right.
You're not in the pasta. That's stupid. You're not a
No.
meatball.
Huh. I am not just a nitwit. Why
Mm.
am I such a misfit? Something, right?
Just
Okay.
because your nose glows.
My nose grows where my rosemary hose. Right. Do you have anything, or should I just hit a button?
Do I have anything?
You got anything like
According
anything worth talking about other than like Trump sucks? America's gone downhill. We've renamed lakes for some reason, but we don't really have the right to rename lakes, right? Do we? Nobody has to respect his little. I call it Lake Piss My Pants now, right? Nobody has to.
We have and we got a Congress of cuckolds, so that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, what are the odds? Yeah, I know. This is.
We can talk about Tim Curry.
Well, before the odds. What are the odds that Trump's not gonna or will? Either way, the odds. Either way, just call the midterms stolen, rigged, cheated. I mean, what do you think? And I know nobody has a crystal ball, especially Ron, who told me Harris was going to win, but. He's got to call it cheating, right? So the Democrats go out and win the midterms. Does it even count? Does it matter at all? It's just a rig. Setting it up to say, well, it's impossible.
But they always say that. I mean, like Mike Lindell.
Yeah, but the last time they said that, they went and killed people.
Yeah. The big question will be, like, I think it just depends on how brutal the midterms are for them. And they're gonna do shit like, oh, we need to check ballots. Like, we all fucking know.
Yeah. There's a guy I think it's in South Carolina, might be Florida, who is running, even though his own daughter, is accusing him of coming into a bedroom, and he admit inappropriate contact with his own daughter. But she's 15 years old. He's been coming into the bedroom and jizzing on her or whatever. And he's running for Congress. He won the Republican primary. It's like, is that like a selling point on your resume now? Yeah, I'm a pedophile and incest. That okay? He's one of us. Let's endorse him. I don't know, but I do think the Democrats are going to win the primaries, the midterms, but they're not going to be allowed to do anything with it. Right? They're just going to say, well, no, you cheated when we're in charge now, and that's the way because last time when he said they cheated, he was out of office. Well, he was on his way out of office, and there was nothing they could do to keep him in office. Like, if the National Guard was going to come and drag him out of the White House if he didn't just leave. Now he doesn't. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants, right? He's king. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong, GD. Come on. Tell me. Wave the Constitution at me. Do something. See that?
I think we got to wait for January 6th, too. The day of sadder whites.
I think for Congress and Senate, it's January 1st, right? Yeah.
I'm just saying in like 2 years when he doesn't want to leave.
Oh. Well, I'm just thinking about this election coming up in November.
Yeah, they're still trying to build that bunker. They're still trying to build that bunker.
Yeah.
Is he like hoping for like a Hitler end? I don't know.
Absolutely. Just the idea that we should take over Canada is super Hitlerish. Completely. We're just gonna. We need them as a state. Why? Well, you want it's just a money grab, a land grab, or you just whatever resource grab. Who wants them in their data centers? The reason we leave Canada up there so we can put data centers up there, so I could do my dopey little videos and stuff. Right?
There's a Marvel series.
Marvel.
Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy, and they have a character named Rocket, my favorite character. And in every movie, a couple of times he has to have something that he really doesn't need. Like he'll be like, and I need that guy's eye. I said, what do you need his eye for? So wake up and he won't have his eye. Or he's like, I need that prosthetic leg. Is that why you need the leg? I need the leg. I should be walking around without a leg. And Trump seems like a less sane, less functional, less reasonable version of Rocket. I can't have that country. Why you gotta have that country? I don't have all the oil. No, we just run around without the oil. That's what when I think of Trump, he's just a and nobody around him will tell him he's, stupid.
Right. Everybody is E. Jean Carroll. Well, no, everybody's not E. Jean Carroll because at least she resisted, right? Everybody would. His philosophy is they let you do it when you're a star. Are you a star? Yeah, I think I am. So he thinks people let him do it. He's entitled. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So he's entitled to take Canada. He's entitled to take Greenland. He's entitled. He's not going after Russia. That's weird. Why isn't he going after Russia?
No, I have a shameless plug here. Sharia law barbecue has the best cornbread and brisket around. I just wanted to say.
Sharia don't like it, right?
All right. And Ron will be performing there during his comedic styling, just on the pool table.
At the cash bar?
At the cash bar.
Oh, cash bar. Okay, Sam.
Yeah, the Sharia they have the cash bar. They have Sharia law has a cash bar.
All right. Okay. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our family. That's it. I just rushing off here because I'm bored. Aren't you bored? Come on. The chat room is all bored. Tony's getting all sorts of good comedy guests. Well, why is that? You know why? Because he's at Governor's Comedy Club. That's why. So he gets all the good comedy guests. Who do we get? Do you guys book us any guests, by the way? No, you guys aren't booking it. I'm out here on my own, working hard every day, trying to get people good guests. And where are you guys? You're not even here.
I got your thing here. Yeah. I'm just seeing it.
I thought I sent it last night. I guess I never hit that button. You know that button?
Yeah, the send button.
Yeah, I forgot the. So it's just an idea, It's just but I am serious about. This is weird. I want to give thanks to Stevie Ortiz from the Breakthrough Group because he has motivated me to become a demotivational coach. I believe in this concept. I think a lot of people are not happy. Would you agree that a lot of people are not happy?
Yeah, but they're not happy for different reasons.
Well, that's true. But
I think collectively, a lot of people are unhappy because
but they don't know what happiness is either. A lot of people don't know what happiness is, and they don't know they're responsible for it.
That's fair too.
That's true, absolutely. And I think I'm not saying every person. I think a lot of people in the unhappy group are unhappy for reasons that they're not even sure why they set goals of whatever their goals were, it was an unfulfilling goal. They're not sure why they ever set that as a goal. And then if they do reach it and it feels unfulfilling, so you got a whole bunch of that. This is what I want to do.
Some people are just miserable cunts.
Yeah, that's true too. There's a lot of
Speaking of cunts, and I love this one. Have you seen Brett Goldstein's comedy special, Ron?
No, but you're getting sidetracked. Finish your thought, man.
Yeah.
No, he uses cunt a lot in his. He breaks down the word cunt in for how they use it in England as opposed to over here.
I'm just saying, believing in yourself. It's a fairy tale. You're not talent and hard work won't get you anywhere. What will get you somewhere is blowing the boss, blowing the politician who holds the strings, surrendering your ass to the person who holds the cash. That's all I'm saying. That's what will. And so, if you go, whatever your goals are, understand that that's the price for reaching your goals is to surrender the ass, blow the boss, whatever, and stop thinking talent and hard work will get you there.
And I think a lot of people are unhappy because of the current state of things, especially for the past 10 years, because it's just been this constant shit show.
Was there ever a time when it wasn't like this?
Sure.
Well, I mean, do you ever remember a time, though, when you didn't have to listen to an old racist elderly white guy who's connected to sex with minors just whine, and these soft men that put them up?
Yes, I can remember a time. The problem is What is the problem? The problem is these people that they're okay with that. Like this woman that said, you were talking to the bar owner or bartender or whatever, that I'm happy with them raping my daughter. I don't care. My 401 and a 401k. She
But
probably doesn't even have
okay, but most of these people really are not okay with it. They're just feel like they're backed into a corner and they cannot admit that they were wrong or that they're stupid or that they're fucked up or whatever. So they just lean into it.
Yeah.
The difference is that when things 30, 40 years ago, when things were fucked up, we had ways of disconnecting. You know, you might go to literally, you could because we didn't have cell phones and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, if you went out, you just missed your phone calls before answering machines. You just missed a call, and you just found out the next day somebody called. You know, you that was the price we paid. You know, you be out, you go out, you knew you were going to miss calls, and the next day somebody goes, "I called you last night. You know, I was out doing something." Okay, then you didn't have to go out with me then because I was calling to see if you wanted to go out with me. You know, so we had disconnection. Now people have the cell phones, and even if you want to disconnect, unless you're bold enough, even then you can turn off. Now you can even turn off your phone, and the fucking phone will still ring if you get a call. Yeah. You know, it just turns itself on and goes, "You have a call." It's like, I don't know. I turned it off for a fucking reason. Yeah. So it doesn't even want you to disconnect. And we were able to decompress. We were able to get away from the news. We were able to get away from the things that would bring us down.
But a certain segment can get away from reality somehow, without even taking drugs. Like they will pull up to a gas pump and start pumping $4.12 a gallon regular into their car, and they say, "Boy, this is sure better than when Biden was president." And like, really? How is it better? You're paying
because they're unable to disconnect physically. They disconnect intellectually and mentally. Yeah. And that's one of the problems we're having is that people need to disconnect. We need to unplug. We need to recharge. And with the advent of with social media and the internet and 24-hour news service and all the subscription services, we have difficulty connecting. We can't just get back to base individual, like whoever you are when you're not being watched, whoever you are when you're alone. But the way things are now, you're hardly ever alone anymore. And so it gets overwhelming. And so instead of just being able to disconnect and say, okay, when I disconnect, literally when I disconnect, I am totally unaware of my gender, my race, anything. I'm just at peace. I'm just at ease. I'm just like maybe sitting in the backyard watching the animals. And I'm just totally, that's it. I'm just done with the world for an hour or two. And I recharge. And I remember that deep inside, I'm somewhat of a decent
you could call me. I'll remind you, you're a homo black guy. But if I hear you correctly, and I think I'm not hearing you
probably
correctly.
Don't.
No, I definitely am. It's with the one good ear. You said that we're doomed, right? Is that what you said, that we're doomed?
Yeah, see, that's what I didn't say. That's exactly what I didn't say.
That's the way I heard it. I don't know. Chat room, did you hear the same thing?
No,
yeah,
they didn't hear that.
Doomed. Yes.
No.
Back me up. But also it sounds like you're saying Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern on Mind Dog TV, there's a special treat waiting for people. And
looking for redemption, searching for meaning, tried everything and don't know where to turn? Come to the Church of Last Resort Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern on Mind Dog TV. The Church of Last Resort is where you go to have your prayers heard, your sins forgiven, and no matter what you believe, the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll will be your guide to salvation. Yes, the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll has also been called the Racy Reverend, the pervert pastor, the vile, vulgar vicar of vice, the sexy shepherd, the missionary man, the minister of mischief, the dirty deacon of doggy style, the freaky, frisky friar, the ass-man abbot, the colored cleric, the horny honorific, the booty-banging brother, the handsy high priest, the immature imam, the reach-around rabbi, the shameless shaman, Father Christmas, the wicked I like to watch witness, the holy ho, the divine dominating dominie, the big shot bishop, the depraved preacher, the tickle-me theologian, the minister of making
That's
love,
a big mega
the
church
clergy
you
in
got
Sunday
going on.
conversation while eating, preaching, and that nasty N-word. Join in for a bump in a bottle and bring your friends and family. The Church of Last Resort, Sundays, 9 a.m. on Mind Dog TV.
I'm just gonna say this. AI seems to be pretty racist because just because the Rev is black doesn't mean that everybody who goes to his church is black. But AI seems to take that on
drinking in
as
church is
assumption, 'cause
that
I
they're
didn't
all
see
black.
one
So, GD, let me
non-black
ask
face in
you:
that crowd at all. Like, what
are
are
you
you saying?
using your?
AI? You're just a bigot? Is AI a bigot?
Yeah, probably. GD, are you using your phone less today than you were, I don't know, just say 2 years ago?
I'm using it less today than I was 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
What?
Since I went on that trip, I really haven't been online much at all. I mean, occasionally I'll go on still to flame Scott Perry because that needs to be done. And
yeah, you have a mission, you have a goal.
Yeah, especially when he showed up the other day to a domestic abuse survivor center for a photo op. And it's like, hey, your daddy is connected to battery assault. So why not talk about that?
Yeah. Why not talk about that?
But I'm using my phone less and like on Instagram and stuff less. I realized I don't care. And I feel better actually.
I could see that. I have, and this is an excuse, I guess. So I get drawn in. I have to be on there to publish shit all the time, and every day I'm publishing shit. And then I'm right in the middle of publishing shit. I see a reel on an art thing, and oh, look at this! I got to watch this. I got to save this reel. I got to come. And before you know it, I'm distracted and pulled in a million different directions. Definitely, I feel like I do need to disconnect. And I'm doing that with the painting, but not as much as I should.
Anne wrote this. Love this. The Minister of Mischief. And I saw that. I went, "Oh, that's a cool nickname. I should add that." And I didn't realize I could have added, and it's there. It's already one. It's one of the nicknames.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say
pervert. Come on, pervert.
I'm just going to say the volume of the music needs to be a little bit lower, or the volume of the guy talking needs to be a little bit higher. That's
James Earl Jones was maxing out the meters on that big time. I was trying to get him to have a little more energy. He sounds dead, doesn't he? Sound dead, James?
Well, yeah, because he's dead. Yeah.
How did he die? Old?
Oh, he died like this.
Sounds like he died with something in his throat or something. Pervert. He's a pervert pastor.
Let's see here. James Earl Jones. James Earl
Jones. Didn't he kill Martin Luther King?
That's the first thing that pops up.
All right.
That's the first thing that pops up is that he killed Martin Luther King, and cause of death. Let's see here.
And all those black people with their hands up like this. I mean, that's Derek Chauvin probably has an erection when he sees that, right? And he does see that. It's just like, oh,
says he was 93 and he died at home.
Target practice. A bunch of black people doing this behind the Rev. That's target practice, right? Pick one out. All right, that's a terrible racist joke. Thank you very much.
I didn't see it or hear it.
Huh?
So it can't be racist if I didn't hear it.
I didn't say it. You didn't think it? All right.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was reading about James Earl Jones.
All right. What about James Earl Jones?
Oh, no.
He died, right?
The Reverend's coming up on 3 years of doing the show with you.
Huh?
The Reverend's coming up on 3 years of doing a show with you.
I thought it was more than that. That's weird.
No, he's up on episode 150, I think. And it's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, but just it gets weird. Somewhere along the line, it gets weird.
What do you mean?
The counting stuff. I get all these marketing people, and they say, "Oh, you're 1,000 episodes in on Coffee with the Dogs." Like, no, we're 1,217 episodes in. Oh, there's only 12. I'm only counting 1,000. Where you counting them?
Maybe their counter only goes up to 1,000.
You're 1,200 in and still haven't satisfied a woman. Call me with the dog.
Yeah,
I can record that promo if you want, Matt.
please do it. Anything for laughs around here. I'm dying for a good laugh. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm dying for a good laugh. What's going on here? I'm getting a lot of old Letterman clips or something. Did I sign up for old Letterman clips somehow?
Now you must have clicked on something though, and now you've opened the floodgates.
Yeah, I did. What was I watching from him? The Sly Stone interview. That was fascinating for me. They some pretty good people back in the day.
I mean, when you go to your Instagram and you open it up, what's on like your For You page?
Like oh my God! I'll do it now, and I'll tell you, it's probably like girls. You know what? And I'm noticing this on Threads. Like if I go to Threads, there'll be different young girls, women posting the same pictures. This is me. Well, it's also her. It's the same picture.
There's plenty of fake accounts out there. Like there's a woman that I greatly admire, and her name is Tatia Evans, and she's doing the Lord's work. Let's just put it that way. And
Lord's work.
I'll see fake profiles pop up all the time, and I have her picture. And I've actually seen fake profiles show up with my wife's picture too. It's like, you know this person.
Yeah. My Instagram feed is nothing but women in scantily dressed. I don't click on these things. I just scroll past them, but maybe I stay on them too long that they say, well, this is what he wants to see. Every once in a while, I'll see a music one. But it's
don't walk away from your phone while you're watching a video, because the video comes to end and it feeds the next thing and the next thing and the next thing you know, the algorithm thinks that you're still watching and that you want all this stuff, and they'll give you more of it.
My goodness. So, what do these girls get out of doing this? I don't understand. Like, is somebody sending them money through Instagram or something? I mean,
well, they're probably getting the whole. I could be wrong, but I'm under the impression that a lot of them have like fan only pages and stuff, and it's kind of like a recruitment tool. I guess.
I wonder how the conversion rate is on that. Like, how many people actually they're obviously making money.
You only need one
right?
sugar daddy. You only need one sugar daddy.
Yeah, right? But obviously they wouldn't do it if they wouldn't do it for long if it wasn't making any money. So there's that.
Well, you can make money, but it's work. It's like anything. It's work. If you really want to be successful at it, you're going to have to hire a videographer, have someone take nice pictures of you, and
that's the funniest thing is when you see these girls holding a phone, and you know it's a photographer she was holding a phone, making it look like she's taking a selfie, but it's a photographer, a professional shoot, and so a guy is standing there with a camera, taking a photograph of her, supposedly taking a photograph of herself. Like, wow. What's the point? You don't need the phone for that. Just do a model shoot. I don't know. I'm old.
I know a guy who used to do whose specialty was intimate boudoir photos, so that the woman or guy would do these sexy photographs, and it'd be basically like portraits, for their spouse or their significant other. So like the guy might if it's a guy like in dressed or undressed in sexy ways, and they take the photographs and he put together this little thing, maybe one picture, maybe it's a book, and he gives it to his girlfriend or his wife, or the woman would do the same thing. The woman would take lingerie and stuff like that, and this guy would take the pictures and then present them to her boyfriend or husband as a gift.
I have
or their significant other as a gift.
You can slap me down. Feel free to slap me down. I have a feeling that at least Ron would not have a problem if his wife was making big money posting sexualized pictures of herself on Instagram, right?
No, if she wanted to do that, and if it
Yeah.
would,
Yeah,
See,
but then
it would
she'd have to
drive me
give up her
crazy.
pool. She'd have to give up her lucrative pool and poker career.
Yeah, I'm just hypothetical here. Wouldn't be upset about it. I would be upset about it. I can just have a jealous. Not a jealous. Yeah, I just don't want. I don't want. If that's what you're into, I don't know. I probably wouldn't be with you.
yeah, it all depends on like what you're into. But like, I wouldn't have, if my dick's on camera, what's it matter? I'm a performer, so like it's all around for me.
I'm a performer. Yeah, I built a dormer. Yeah, I'm out of rhymes. Nothing else rhymes with dormer and performer. Oh yeah, so you made me look at my Instagram thing, and it's two musicians and about 10,000 girls trying to get money for look at my hair, look at my tits, look at my ass, whatever it is, look at my thing. Don't objectify me, but wow, I got a pair of objects here for you. That's it. Yeah, I'm never going back to my Instagram page except for now I have to do it because I'm posting this show and I'm posting tomorrow's show or for Monday's show and all that kind of crap. Yeah, and then I will get distracted and then it'll say, "Oh, you like girls with big tits, right?" Here we go. I don't like girls with big tits. I like girls with just the right size tit. What's the right size? That's the right size. You see that? That's the right size. Okay.
But what if they're like 6'5" and
I have always had a problem with tall women. I could never be with a woman.
No, but what I'm saying is it'll be proportionate. It'll be proportionate, right? You want something proportionate.
You've never been with a woman taller than you?
No, I can't. It's just a part of my. It's from. It's a.
I know. Forget it, Ron. Ron, don't even try. Don't even try.
Variety is the spice of life, Matt.
I get that.
You're supposed to be Italian.
give up, Ron. Just give up.
That's fine. I don't prefer tall women. I like a woman who is at least an inch shorter than me.
Okay, I get that. But have you ever? You've never wanted to try it? Oh, I've been with a couple tall women, and it's different, and it's fun. It's fun, especially the long legs it's different.
Okay,
and it's different too. Being with a short woman, I've been with a short woman too. They are fun too.
Yeah.
Never
I don't know if you noticed about me, but I'm 6'9", so to find a woman taller than me, probably it's not that common. But during the model shoots, for Head Designer TV,
have you gone to a WNBA game?
Oh yeah, I used to cover WNBA games in the very first season too. I was covering those, and the models though, when they come in, they're already 6'2", and then they put on these like 6-inch heels or something. It's just like whoa. I don't know. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. I'm not saying you can't do it. That leaves more for you.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Ann. Have a nice weekend. See you in church on Sunday.
I'm not going to have a nice weekend. Why would I ever have a nice weekend? Have a nice weekend yourself, Ann. Enjoy Maricopa, where the heat is a dry heat, and they have dry heaves. Okay. Time to get out of here. I got to go paint.
Every day, Matt reminds me why he should not be a comedian.
I'm not a comedian, so
I'm saying why you shouldn't be.
pre-quit. I quit before I start. So there you go. I did the world a favor by not starting. So there you go. The world owes me something, right? Because I have not even started my comedy career. I feel like I've done the world a valuable service. What's my reward? What's my reward for that?
Yeah, I have like about 40 or 50 songs on cassette. Just like I said, just the 7-track mix from the cassette from my Porter One, and I no longer have access to it because the machine is broken. And so I feel like I have all this music now. Again, these are every last one of them is like a rough thing because I didn't finish them on purpose because I figured I'd finish them when I got into the studio because I thought I was going to have that opportunity. And it's like they're all prisoners now. They're just held prisoners, and the only way I can get them is to redo them. Like just start from scratch. It's like okay, chinka chinka chinka, bunka 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 bunka, doom doom doom. You know, and that's a lot of songs to try to redo.
It's not the only way. It's the other ways are probably not preferable to you, but there are other ways of doing this. I had a friend. I still have a friend. His name is Nick.
I have a friend in AI.
He has an old Tascam 38 8-track tape, and he's like, I don't have the machine anymore. What could I do about this? And I did a search for him, and there was somebody you could send your tape to. They take off the basic stem tracks and send you back one by one your stem tracks, so you don't have to redo them. And he went that way. But first of all, you got to trust the guy. You got to trust the mail service or whatever you're sending to send this stuff. You got to trust that the guy's not going to fuck it up and just ruin your tape all.
Yeah, and I don't because I had a 4-track. I had an old 4-track reel to reel. I still have some old 4-track reel to reel tapes. And I sent the machine in to be serviced. It wasn't even broken. It was just it had rubber bands and stuff, and it was just running low. So it just needed to be serviced. I took it, sent it in, and they said give me 3 weeks. In 2 weeks, the place was closed down and gone.
Yeah.
And they left with my 4-track recorder.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I was super pissed because it was
so.
Yeah.
Let me just because I know you're not a big fan of using AI and stuff. Would you consider using AI to, like, if you had an old cassette, let's say a stereo cassette demo of something you did in 1975, to use it to separate those tracks so that you could get the actual tracks and use them?
Oh, I believe me, I'm not against it at all in that regard. Like, for example, I would love to clean up my the shows that I've done, the comedy shows I've done, because every last one of them has flaws in it from the audio and stuff like that. And I even reached out to Heavy Kev, and I said, is there like an AI program that I can, run the audio through just and have it leveled out and like mastered and stuff? And it was like because like one show is like 2 hours and 20 minutes long, another show is like 90 minutes, and the other 3 or 4 are like all 90-minute shows.
Yeah.
And I just like to get the audio like remastered and stuff. And but AI, it doesn't do it for like we're talking like what, 9 hours of audio that I want AI to clean up. That's not cheap,
No, I hear you. Yeah. I have done some of that. I've done quite a bit of that. I forget the name of the site that I go to that separates the tracks, but it's not doing 90 minutes or 2 hours.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
Right. Yeah. And that's the situation I'm in, that I would love to have AI go through and clean them all up for me. And it's just the audio tracks, it's like evening things out, because a lot of things I mastered myself, and some things I thought were a lot smoother. And apparently when I saved them, I don't know if it was the wrong setting or something. I didn't go back, because I listened to it and go like, okay, cool, save. And I go back and I'm like, wait, what's that click? That wasn't there before. That's
a big job. I mean, even if you got dedicated to doing it, you'd have to cut up with like 5-minute segments and like one after another, and then piece them back together after they got separated.
Yeah, and then if you do it that way, then unless you're doing it with the video at the same time, the audio and the video are not going to sync back up, because the AI adds data in it for its own purposes, but it makes the audio longer even if it doesn't change the pitch. So instead of like being 2 hours and 20 minutes, it's now 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Yeah, no, the reason I asked this question was because I always go down these things that are irrelevant today. It was relevant 10 years ago, I think, or even less than 10 years ago. So Beatles found an old demo of John Lennon doing Now and Then, and it was on a cassette. And they were using AI Peter Jackson used AI to separate the stems and give him John Lennon's pure voice. Yoko was against doing that. And the Beatles fans were like, "You're using AI," but they weren't using AI to create anything. They were just using AI to retrieve something that was
Yeah,
already done,
yeah.
and they would.
It's almost like if you found a Rembrandt painting, okay, and then but you found an original Rembrandt, but somehow somebody had spilled, let's say, tomato juice on it, and it stained the painting. And they said, "Oh, we have a technique. We have an AI technique that will remove the tomato stain and restore the Rembrandt painting." It's like, wow, that's great. Sure, I'd love that.
Yeah.
That's a different use as opposed. But then, and somebody be like, "No, Rembrandt wanted that tomato stain on there." It's like, no, that tomato stain came like a year after he finished the painting. He just didn't know how to get the tomato stain off or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
but you're using AI to create Rembrandt paintings. No, the Rembrandt painting there is just basically restoration.
Yeah, there's a whole misunderstanding about some of these technologies and how they're applied. But the people who get just want to rant about it all day long, I don't think they care about that stuff. The minute AI is involved in any way, they get angry. And I think I'm going to end it here today in saying this is probably a subject, a continuing subject, an ongoing subject. But AI slop, yes, there's a lot of slop, and AI helps to contribute to more of that because it's very quick production stuff. But I'm going to say this: there have always been slop, and there will always be slop, AI or not. The minute DAWs and everybody had their home recording studios of their own in their house, more slop came in on the market. Slop you want without AI's help. AI will just help you do it faster, more slop.
Well, the only difference, I think, the biggest difference is that back then, let's say you and I both created some slop because we were not connected. Then there was not a formula. Your slop was going to be totally different from my slop. Now
Yeah.
AI has like a plug-in for slop, so like you can go and says, okay, this is all the same slop except for he's substituting a fox for the rabbit, and they're substituting a snake for the slug. But it's the same formula. Over and over and over again. If you pay attention, it's the same slop. But if you and I created slop back in the day, it wouldn't have been the same because there was no formula. You'd have had even if we all went, oh, Dolly Parton died, we should all do Dolly Parton parodies. We're not going to come up with the same parodies. The lyrics
No,
might be different.
I hear you, but if we go back to 1968, the Beatles
Before or after King was dead, shot. It makes a difference.
the Beatles had what I would call slop on the White Album, number nine, and I love Yoko Ono, but as a person, but come on, that was her influence on John. And number nine. Is that slop? Is that not slop? And there was plenty, even the Beatles. And so if you bring it down to the common, like no talent dude like me, there was plenty of slop. That's all I'm saying. You don't.
But
need AI
I thought slop had to be. I thought slop was defined as being like more repetitive, like that's the same thing over and over and over again, just being inundated with it. I mean, I don't think number nine is slop. I think number nine is being like a little quirky thing they stuck in there. Sound like on my CD, I have some stuff that I was talking in the background, and we had a click track going. And I'm giving directions to the engineer, and he picked me up and went, "Oh, okay, we're going to leave that in."
Well, you bring up the importance of really knowing what the words actually mean, because it means repetitive to you, according to Webster, and I'm not saying they know any more than you. The meaning of slop is yeah. Well, the meaning of slop is digital content of low quality that is produced usually in quantity by means of artificial intelligence. So that's their definition of what it is. I think a lot of people don't care what they throw around terms, and we're not unified on what the definition of it. You're thinking repetitive. I'm thinking just garbage, and I think number nine qualifies as that in my view, as just garbage, just noise, just not very good content.
Yeah, you're going with the classic, and you're going with the classic definition of stop, like a pig trough. Just shit that's
Well,
thrown out
no,
there.
I went with where Merriam-Webster's current definition of AI slop being just low quality stuff that is produced in high quantity, low quality, high quantity. That's
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which is what I'm talking about. Like but with AI slop, so it's like a formula. You plug it in, and so there's like there's like
I don't
hundreds
think you're
of versions
correct
of
in
it.
that. There are no formulas where you just plug it in. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
there are
know.
formulas for the AI slop, but you can actually have the same theme over and over again. They just changing the characters. So like one form of AI slop was you go out and you see like rabbits jumping on a trampoline, and then but the same trampoline, another version is now it's foxes jumping on a trampoline. Now it's bears. But it's the same thing. They just plugged in a different animal.
Yeah, that's not how it's being used. It's not in general. I mean, there might be some people using it like that. People are using it to say that music video is slop. That ad you placed is slop, and it's not necessarily formulaic. It's just it was done with AI. It's just slop. There's too much of it.
Is anyone using AI to make like on porn sets? I know there's like AI porn, but I mean like in the final product, are they using AI?
Yeah, there are at least. All these things have no rules. I asked because I was inquiring. Do you make it rules? Is there any rules? I'm talking to the people who make these apps about content you're allowed on there. No. Well, people are making deep fakes like crazy. At some point, there's got to be some regulations and some rules and some laws about what you can allow on there, because people will create the insane. And I think porn comes first in the human hierarchy of importance of how to use a new technology. Porn is always the first one we go to, right? When it came to home video.
Well, I think about like, what if it was to the point where you could take like a written story and you just throw that into AI and say, hey, make me a little porn movie because I want to rub one out to this. And like in a minute or two, you have a whole movie.
I'm not going to name them here, but there's a couple of apps that I use not for that purpose, but they will allow that and you can do it. I know for a fact you can do it because they have a community and you can see what people do on there.
What app is this? I want to check it out.
I'll send you it privately. I don't want to make.
Okay. Yeah, please. I'm curious.
It's not an endorsement, and I believe because I used it for that Rev commercial there, where the Rev is standing there. But I could have said I want the Rev sucking a dick, and they would have put a dick in his mouth for me.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, please send me that. I'm curious.
Matt, I just put a link in the private chat for you. And this is the reason I'm putting it because it's
I don't see it. Private chat.
Yeah, John Oliver did a thing about AI slop.
Right,
that's why I got my definition of AI slop from. I just want you to see it because it's a very good piece about AI slop.
All right, I'll watch it as soon as
no, you gotta watch it right now.
GD's gonna bog down his internet later when he's making all these AI porn videos.
Last week tonight.
Your wife won't be able to work. What's going on? Why is there so much bandwidth?
I know I saw the Oliver piece before, but I don't remember the definitions. I'll watch it later on after the pancreas. Time to get
watch it now. You got 3 minutes. It's only 29 minutes long.
I gotta get out of here. I'm already late.
Yeah, it's only 29
Ron, I will
long.
send you that link right away.
If you heard, you can watch the whole thing instead of arguing with me. You can watch the whole thing. It's only 29.
Hold on. Yeah, that's better. I will send you that link as soon as we get off the air here, and we're going to get off the air right now because I'm going to tell people don't forget to walk around sloppy.
me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now.